Hey people. I was thinking, I just did that part of the flogging, learning flogging video, and I'm about to wrap that up. That's probably got about two more parts, and I'm going to be done with it. So the question I have for you is, what do you want to see next? What do you want me to do a series on? I had a question. Somebody asked me about the medical play because I mentioned the stethoscope in the background. Um, so yeah, I'd like to know what it is you want to see. I pretty much 90% of what you would think of, I know how to do, or I know enough of that I can give you at least a good head start on it. Um, Pick a toy back there. If you want to know what toys I have, go back to the video where I put all those toys back on the wall. You want to learn something specific, some specific play type, what you need, what you don't need, the what's the truth, things like that. Yeah, I'd really love to talk about that stuff. I'd really love to do something that somebody out there wants to learn. And I'm not saying that my methods, like with my vlogging videos, that it is the way to do it. I even with flogging, I've seen variations of my method. I've seen variations of other methods. That become their own method in its own right. I think my method is really good. That's why I'm doing that video set. Um, but I think that when it comes to other things like somebody might want to learn cupping, a couple different styles of cupping that I know how to do because I know was it like I think I'm up to 10 styles. Uh, so yeah, there's multiple things that I know how to do. Fire play, knife play, whatever. I can talk, incessantly about tons of different types of play. So if you want to learn any of those styles, please leave a comment below or send me an email or hit me on FET. Let's talk. Let me see what it is you want to learn, and I'll do a video on it. I'm also working on, still have that BDSM contract video that I need to shoot. I've been telling that company that I've been wanting to do it. It's just been life getting in the way. Other videos have come up that I wanted to do, so I will be doing that very shortly. Also, I want to talk about a video coming up on um, on this last season because I just finished watching um, uh, Transcendence and sorry, Transparent. Sorry, I just finished watching Transparent and the third season of Transparent, where there was a BDSM storyline. And I know that in the fourth season they're going to have to keep going forward because they kind of cut it short. They could have done much more, but they cut it super short. But there was a one really good scene that had an incident that I want to talk about. I've talked about similar things in the past, but I think this one really shows what I want to talk about, and that is about letting your emotions take over when you're topping a scene. How bad of an idea that is. But yeah, this is a really good little scene to kind of show what I mean when it comes to that. Not just tell you, but actually show you what happens when you let your emotions come take over a scene. Um, and then also, I'm working on. I'm rewatching the up to the current season of Shameless. I'm watching it again and then I'll be watching it a third time because there's a lot of kink in that show. So I want to do the kink of Shameless. And I mean, it starts off right at the very first episode in the introduction of the characters. I mean, I'm not going to deal with, hey, you're, in episode 6, it's season 3, episode 6, people are having sex. No, I'm not going to talk about that stuff. In this season, you get to see, see boobs. In this season, in this episode, you get to see full frontal male nudity. In this one, no, I'm not going to talk about that. One thing I will talk about is there was a scene in I forget which season. I'm forgetting even what season I'm on right now. It's in this season. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Yeah, I'm in season 3. It was an episode like a couple episodes back from what I'm watching now, and I'm on episode 5. So I'm about halfway through the show. A little more than halfway through, or a little less than halfway through the show. But and I did get to see the first episode of season 7, and depending on where things happen in my life will depend on whether I'm going to wind up getting to see it as it happens or not. But I'm hoping so because I really love this show. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that show. But yeah, I want to talk about it. Like I said, do a full breakdown of all the kink in the show. And there's other things like I'm going to be doing a video probably tomorrow on a new study that came out. Again, it's another very loose study, but again, a lot of people are putting a lot of credit into the study about BDSM and mindfulness. I think that I think the study is a good study. I think they did a lot of good research, and with what they talked about, and after I read a couple articles about it, I went and actually watched several videos on the concept of mindfulness, and kept in my brain the study that they did, and it was like, yeah, that makes sense. So I think I'll do a video on that. And then, of course, so if there's anything else you want me to talk about, anytime, now, in the future, a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever, hit me up at any time. If you got a question that I think would be an interesting video, I'm going to be talking about it. And, of course, if there's some news or something out there, if there's some movie or something, or some video you want me to watch and reply to, hit me up. My email address, of course, is below. You can always hit me up on FET, and we'll just take it from there. So that's kind of it for now. Be well and safe.